This is Thomas, an 18-year-old who has struggled to gain weight physically and mentally for years. And today, we're here to show you how he got over his deathly fear of gaining weight. But first, a little backstory. You see, Thomas is a member of the gym I go to, and I've seen him train his butt off for the past year. But I couldn't help but notice he was extremely thin and only getting thinner and weaker with each passing week. Not only that, I was worried about his health and well-being because it looked as though something deeper was going on. So that's where we stepped in. This is Quinton Pulliam, aka Q. Professional natural bodybuilder and experienced online fitness coach. We talked about the situation and Q graciously offered to coach him free of charge in order to help him in a time where he was struggling the most. So with Q's meticulous coaching and my daily encouragement at the gym, Thomas was able to gain a solid 25 pounds, going from 125 pounds to 150 pounds over the course of only 6 months. But this video isn't only about Thomas because thousands of teens across the world are struggling with the exact same thing. And today we'll be diving deep into the world of body dysmorphia
and sharing some tips for those of you who may be struggling with the same.
All while we get a full upper body pumping. And at the end of the video, I'll be treating Thomas to a food he was afraid to eat for years despite it being one of his favorites. You ready, boys?
Let's do it.
Let's go. So today we'll be hitting a full upper body workout while I talk to these gentlemen, see how they achieved Thomas's goal of finally gaining weight and just having a good time. So let's start working out and stop the chit chat. So I'm sure you know a lot of teens struggle with body dysmorphia and things like that. So what was your struggle in gaining weight? Why did you not want to gain weight? And like, give me a little insight on that, because we need to first see that and see the reason before we can dive into how you can actually fix it, right?
I really struggled to gain weight because I was afraid of putting on too much fat in a certain amount of time.
What about gaining fat made you scared?
I was afraid to get fat too fast.
Yeah.
And lose my abs.
Yeah.
Lose definition.
But what's the
veins.
underlying cause, do you think?
I didn't want to have a stomach.
Probably saw people on social media too.
For sure.
Because social media has warped literally everyone's perception. You only see the top 0.0001% of physiques all the time, only when they're super shredded, only when they're looking the best, in the perfect lighting. You only see that, and I think social media has really warped everyone's perception on what a good physique actually is and what you actually have to do in order to obtain that physique. Because you're gonna have to put on some fat, you're gonna have to bulk up, and that's just the reality of everything. So yeah, don't let social media warp your perception of what is reality. You need to lift off, you're good?
No, I'm good.
All right, come on now. Good, good, keep pushing. This is easy. Oh, one more, you got it, come on. Good. Woo!
What's up?
Leave me hanging. Don't leave me hanging. I also want to ask you, Q, since you're on social media and you've been bulking for a year and a half, you gained how much weight?
We're up about 40 pounds.
40 pounds. What do you think that's done for your social media presence? How did you get around it? And just like, give me your thoughts on it, because like, that's a big thing. People are like, why do social media influencers not bulk? It's because you see your views go down and then people just start dieting again, which definitely is not good for your mental health.
I think there's a stigma on it. I think that a lot of guys are fearful of it, even girls too in social media, because they think the views are gonna go down. But what they don't realize is people would respect them more if they stuck to the true goal of actually growing, instead of just always trying to be in the cut and be their leanest and be their best, because we have to go through these phases. Just like Thomas needed to go through this phase of actually growing, everyone does.
3, 2, 1.
Don't let me out rep you now.
No.
Let's see it. There it is. Come on. You got one more. Come on. There it is. Come on. Good stuff.
Shit!
And fourth
You
play.
said that and I was like, oh hell no. Oh hell no. That was light to me. That was light. We're now over here on the flat chest press, but Thomas, how do you feel at 150 pounds versus 125 pounds over the course of like 6 months?
I feel 10 times better than I did before. And honestly, in the gym, I feel way stronger. Yeah. Outside of the gym, I feel mentally stronger. Testosterone before was 50. Wasn't that below you on prep?
Yeah, that was below me on prep, and that's literally like, that's in the normal range for girls, I think, which is absolutely absurd. And that's what happens if you just keep cutting. And Thomas you were very, very, very thin.
Yes.
And that's
I didn't
not
realize
healthy.
it until you look back at pictures. You don't realize how thin you are.
Yep.
You just feel like you're big, but you're not big at all. Probably put over 50 pounds on all my lifts.
Good.
On my hamstrings, I've been able to RDL over 200 pounds more.
Good.
So strength is up there.
Yeah, and that's part of bulking, and that's something that you wouldn't think of as maybe a plus. You might not realize how bad you feel when you're cutting and you're just always depleted, always depleted, always depleted. When you put a little bit of fat on, your body goes, huh, this feels pretty good. Come on, keep pushing, right in the chest.
There it is.
Seven, come on. Good. You get to your second to last, and you're like, oh, that was.
This is why you bulk, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
I'm up how many pounds right now? Almost 20, I think. Close to 20 pounds since the show about 4 or 5 months ago. Feeling good though. Getting strong. So what made you take Thomas on as a client? Because I know it's really hard to work with people who have disordered eating behaviors and things like that. And what approach did you take to be like super specific to his needs? And like, just how did you do it? Because I know a lot of coaches really mess that up.
So I took Thomas originally because I couldn't stand to see him continue to lose weight. He reached out to me one last time after 4 or 5 times of talking to me and told me that his lifts were actually starting to regress. He was getting weaker in the gym. And so at that point, you know, he was as light as he's ever been.
He was 125 pounds
125
at 6
pounds.
feet tall almost, which is.
And so I couldn't see him continue that way. And so I reached out to him, told him that I would coach him for free. And, you know, it's been a great experience because, you know, you never know who's going to follow through with things when you start with them. But Thomas has been the most consistent client that I've ever had. I've talked to Thomas every single day for 6 months. He sends me his weigh-in every morning. He sends me his macros every night. Even though we have a meal plan created for him, he kind of free balls it some and has a little more control over it. And so Thomas's biggest thing was his mental. He couldn't bring himself to actually do what he needed to do.
And that's what I was gonna say for me, when I'm like, oh, I don't wanna put on weight. When I put the calories higher in MyFitnessPal, I just start hitting them.
Yep.
It's like you have to take that step to commit. Whatever it is for you, if you're scared to gain weight, if you don't want to gain weight, if you don't want to see a little bit of fat put on, whatever it is for you, take that step. Put the extra calories in MyFitnessPal so that you're more apt to hitting them, and just give yourself a dead set deadline of this is what I have to do and this is what I'm going to do to achieve it. All right, for back today, what we're gonna do this lat focus row. We're gonna stay on this machine, then we're gonna do an upper back focus row. Real simple. We're doing a full upper body day, so less time taking warming up on each exercise is very good. We're gonna do 2 sets of each and keep working, baby. The fuck was that? You had like 3 more.
Come on, man. Not every set needs to be taken a
Joe
failure.
Biden. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Soda! Soda! Yeah, you're gonna wanna just pull your chest up a lot so that you get the, yeah.
There you go.
Feel like you're dragging them against the floor. Yes, you'll feel that right in your lower lat. Right down here. Good. Yep.
Come on, let's go.
Good. Keep going. Yup, you got more. Good. Good. Time to grow. It's time to grow. Work hard. Good. Slow. Good. Very nice. Very nice. If you guys can see, Thomas has a great base because he uses great form. Don't try to start pushing the weight until you can use perfect form, and then you start increasing the weight, and that's where your strength comes when you start eating more. So Thomas, what was your breaking point? Because everyone has a breaking point, but what made you actually listen to Q when he started coaching you rather than all the other times that we told you that you should be gaining weight? What made you take that step?
The point where he was holding me accountable. Weigh-ins every day, macros every day. I had to hit those targets, or else I just wouldn't be able to be coached.
So for you, it was like a numbers thing. It was like, I need to see these numbers, have that goal, and like be kept accountable.
Yes.
So
the accountability definitely helped in pushing me to actually do those.
And I don't have a mic, but I'm sure on some level you probably felt like if you weren't following through with things, I wasn't.
Well, you told him. You told him you weren't going to coach him for free.
Yeah.
It wasn't a thought. It was you told him, I'm not going to coach you if you don't listen.
Yeah, I mean, you got to listen. You know, especially if somebody's coaching you for free. You know, you got to take the advice.
All right, we're doing shoulders over here, lateral raises. Then we're going to go biceps, triceps. We ain't going to talk too much more. You're going to see a sick montage of us getting a sick shoulders and arms pump. Let's get to it. While I'm alone for right now, I just want to talk to y'all and tell you guys that if you are struggling, not putting on weight, struggling with an eating disorder, something like that, you are not alone. There are so many people in the exact same position. Even me coming up when I just started fitness, I had foods that I didn't want to eat. When you get so specific about what you eat, that's where you can get into a little bit of danger. So make sure you're eating healthy, make sure you're getting your protein in, but it's not the end of the world if you go off plan. Obviously, you want to be consistent. Remember, I'm not special, I'm just consistent, but you're not alone. Make sure you're eating those whole foods. Make sure you're staying consistent, but don't go crazy about it. Remember, you're not alone. A bunch of people struggle with things like this, so just keep pushing along. You're going to achieve your goals.
Come on, come on.
Damn right. Hey. Come on, you got more, you got more, you got more, you got more, you got more. Come on. Very nice, very nice. He works hard. I told you guys, Thomas works his ass off. Where'd you get that work ethic from?
I don't know. It just kind of happened.
No, just very nice, very nice. Okay, move. The gym was never the issue.
It was the food.
Yep, which is a lot of people, losing weight or gaining weight.
Let's go, come on. Let's go.
Nope.
Let's go.
Okay. Oh my goodness. All you, Q, all you. Good. Good. Nice. Nice. Workout complete. Let's go get one of Thomas's feared foods that he wouldn't eat, but now he will because he has overcome his fear of gaining weight. All right, we're now here at Publix because Thomas is going to eat one of his fear foods. He would never eat bread. Actually, Thomas told me he would never eat anything off plan at all, literally only single ingredient foods. So we're showing that he has overcome that right now, but he surprised us with these nice gifts. Me and Q right here, which is, it just goes to show when you help out someone, we know Thomas is a really good kid. That's why Q decided to help him. If you see the shirt he's got on right there, Q says Natural Pro. Mine says, you guys are gonna love this one. Mine says, I'm not special, I'm just consistent. Check that out. That's really nice, Thomas. Thank you very much. That was very kind. He didn't have to do it. It's around Christmas, but we ready to eat some subs, boys?
Let's get it.
Let's go. Can I do a half whole wheat, please? I appreciate it, thank you. Thank you.
The jerk turkey.
Oh my goodness. That looks
Loaded.
bussin'. Okay, Thomas. Bro. Thomas is good. Yours is like fat boy, straight up fat boy mode. He take that bulk seriously.
Cheese and fried chicken there.
Oh man.
Thomas hasn't had something like this in years.
Probably
You're
like
gonna take a
8
bite.
years.
You're gonna take a bite.
Take a bite.
Rated 1 through 10.
Here we go. You ready? Boom.
This is him getting over his fear of bread. Pretty bussin'.
Tastes good.
Q.
Oh yeah.
Now we do the honors. Dink it and sink it.
Cheers. This is a fat piece of fried chicken. Jeez.
Oh my
Put
goodness.
that in your mouth, man.
Oh my.
Yo, start eating, bro. I'm already chewing.
Come on.
Oh yeah, would you rate it?
Easily an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. Take it. We're gonna enjoy the rest of these subs, but remember, don't let body dysmorphia get in the way of achieving your goals. Remember, I'm not special, I'm just consistent. Be consistent in everything you do. I love you guys, I appreciate you guys. I will catch you in the next YouTube video. Peace.